And finishing up some of the new vehicles, especially the jets, we are going to take a look on the last three jets that were added, okay? So, first of all, the J-11B, guys. So the J-11B is definitely not ready yet, but you can already see that it is what is actually going to be like. So, as you see, it is a flanker. It's a J-11, of course. But what is the main difference here? Everything is Chinese built, okay? So the radar is a Chinese radar. It's not ready yet, this radar, but still, it is going to be a Chinese radar. The engines are Chinese engines. So this is basically a Block 02 version, right, with WS-10. And of course the missiles, as you see, the PL-12 is here, the PL-8B is here. They're not really ready, the PL-8B's, but still they are going to be added. As you see, no IRCCM, I don't think right now, but yeah, it's basically going to be a PL-8 with IRCCM. Okay, we have the PL-12's. You can take 6 PL-12's, 4 PL-8's, or 6 PL-8's, 4 PL-12's, depending on what you want. You can take some rockets. Yeah, it's not ready, the modifications. As you see, the bombs are here, but you're gonna use them. So yeah, it's gonna be just a new Sukhoi. It is actually going to be interesting because it does produce a lot of power, actually. It's not on par, if I'm not mistaken, with some of the other jets that we see, but it's still, or the other flankers, right? But it's up there. It's better than the Su-30SM, for example. So yeah, let's test fly the thing. And it is, the thing that scares me about this is that it is a 14.0 aircraft. Does it deserve to be 14.0? I don't know, you tell me. But anyway, right? The cockpit is here. As you see, a full Chinese cockpit, just like I said it would be. Like, it is very much modernization together with domestic build version of the flanker. So as you see, the whole cockpit is in Chinese, for example. It has Chinese made stuff. So yeah, the HUD is completely different, as you see, very different HUD, and it looks pretty cool. Let's take off. As you see, the radar, it feels like pretty much just the N001, and I think BPVD said that it's not ready yet, so I think the radar is subject to change. I have to check if this is going to be an EASA radar or not. I have a feeling that it won't. So yeah, but it does have the MAL system, it does have the PL-12's. Again, I don't know if it's supposed to be a 14.0, but it is still pretty interesting. Of course, we have the new mechanic that I'm gonna show to you guys in another video of the Cobra. So yeah, of course, it's a flanker, so we can do that, which is pretty cool. And a lot easier to fly with the Cobra and stuff. It's a lot easier. It makes a lot more sense now than turning on the full real control. Of course, we have the helmet. And of course, we have the PL-12's. We have the PL-8's. Again, it's a pretty good missile, as you see. Turns very, very good. It's one of the best missiles in terms of turning. But at the same time, for now, it doesn't have the IRCCM. So it is pretty much just a normal PL-8 or a normal Python, right? The PL-12 is the normal missile that we already know. It's a pretty good missile in the long ranges, and yeah, it's a very good aircraft, actually. It's a very good option to have right now. Of course, J-10B's would be, you know, cooler, but at the same time, you know, the J-11B needed to be added. You know, it's just a very, very cool aircraft to have, even if people want other stuff. You know, the J-11 is still, you know, an aircraft that I really enjoy flying. So yeah, that's pretty much the J-11B, just a normal Chinese flanker. Okay, let's take a look on the two other aircraft. So we have a new aircraft for the Italians. I gotta be honest, I'm not gonna show too much because it is not ready yet. But yeah, the Tornado MLU Red 8. So this is basically an MLU mid-life upgrade to include new weapons, new systems, overall just a modernization of the Tornado IDS, okay? The major thing is that it's not ready yet, as you see. No guns, no missiles, no bombs, nor anything like that. So not really a reason to show to you guys because it's just a Tornado, right? But it is here, it is going to be ready once it's updated. Probably at the start of next week we will see updates to the dev server, and this will probably be you know, ready. Then I will show to you guys again, okay? And the last aircraft, of course, we have to talk about the controversial new Netz. So this aircraft is controversial because it has the proper, let's say, empennage and some other fixes basically that a lot of people were asking for the normal Netz. So for example, if you take a look on the size of the empennage there, it is a little bit bigger than the normal Netz. And that makes a little bit of difference, okay? Technically, you can pull a little bit more, although you will lose a little bit more energy. It's very minor changes between the two aircraft, but indeed, it's something that people were asking as a fix for the normal Netz. Everything else is pretty much the same, okay? So we have the APG-66 over here, we have the Pratt & Whitney engine over here, the missiles are the same, so you have the Python 3s, you have the AIM-9Ls, you know, AIM-9Ps, you have JDAMs, you have napalm, normal bombs, Mavericks, rockets, few things. So I don't even need to fly the thing, it's just a normal Netz, okay? I can actually fly it just for you to check it out, the flight performance, because it should be more or less a little bit different, shouldn't it? But anyway, yeah, let's try to move fuel load. And remember, this aircraft is, it does lack, you know, BVR, so as a premium, there are better options out there, no cockpit yet, but it's still an aircraft that I think still can be usable. Is this a 12.3 or 12? I think it's 12.7, right? But yeah, as you see, a very, very light and nimble Block 10 F-16 with a very different skin in tone. Even has a kill mark right there. So yeah, just a very, very powerful F-16 as you see on the turning capability. So you should have differences between the two, okay, in the turning capability, but it's very, very minor, okay? The changes are very small. It's like comparing the Block 15 to the Block 10 in that regard. So it's gonna be like, it's there, but it's very, very small, okay? But basically this is it, guys. There isn't anything else that we need to show to you guys on the regards of new vehicles. The next video I will be showing some of the new mechanics as well and some other things. And then let's see how the videos are performing. If it's too crowded, you know, if it's getting a little bit of a burn on the audience, the subscriber burn, right? I will maybe hold a little bit of the videos and start posting tomorrow. So you can even let me know in the comments if you like that type of thing. To hold off a little bit, show the main things today, tomorrow we can keep up. Remember, the dev server is open until the 6th, so it's, yeah, a lot of time for us to test everything. And remember, we will probably see updates during next week for the dev server. But yeah, basically this is it. These are the 3 new aircraft. See you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye guys, see you.